Hello aspirants, this is me Yasmin Gill presenting to you the PIB highlights of 20th of December. So you can follow all these videos in just 10 minutes duration on this particular link of an academy. You can also rate and review them. So right now, that is on 20th of December, we reached 720 ratings, which is a good thing to do. But till 31st, keep rating and reviewing. And how can you do so? You can quickly go on Unacademy's website, search PIB December. You'll come across this particular course which is titled in fact PIB Highlights December. So when you click on it, under review section, you can write a review as well as give star ratings. So let's begin. Firstly, we have under history, culture and geography section a very small snippet related to Majuli Islands. I am very sure that you all must be aware of this very popular and in fact really beautiful islands. They are on Brahmaputra river and they are in fact the biggest riverine island in the world. It is a World Heritage Island, plus do remember it has also been declared as a separate district overall, and this is in the state of Assam. Next, under society related issues, we have random collections. So today we'll be having a lot of random collections because see, right now the year is winding up and people, all the ministries, they are putting whatever efforts they have done throughout the year. So there'll be a lot of snippets, so we'll study them in the form of short snippets. So hereby under random collections, we have two award schemes. One was we did few days before Digital India Award 2016, which are being conferred by MIT, Ministry of Electronics and IT. In these particular awards, Health Ministry has won the gold in the Web Ratan category. Also, we have Scoch Awards. In this Scoch Awards, National Commission for Protection of Child Rights that comes under Ministry of Women and Child Development has been conferred the Scoch Award. And why so? Because it has come up with a very innovative sort of portal which is POXO e-box. So this is for direct complaint by children who are victimized by sexual offences. Next, under polity and governance, we have just a question for you which is it says, fragmented cycle of polls is good for the health of democracy. Discuss in context of rising opinions on conduct of simultaneous polls and its benefits. So what it says is, right now everywhere, even from the topmost official, that is the Prime Minister itself, we have heard about going for simultaneous polls, and not just for legislative assemblies, not just for Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, but also for the panchayats and urban local bodies. So there are a lot of benefits related to simultaneous polls, but people are countering it by saying that, okay, if we actually go on to simultaneous polls for the middle of the 5 years, that is till the elections are not conducted second time, nobody will be coming to say interact with the voters once again. So that is a sort of disincentive. Because there will be no incentive, because if there are no elections at time to time, they won't be coming back, leaders won't be coming back. Though this one is a very skeptic way of looking at the representatives themselves, but then this is an opinion, so you can actually discuss upon it, which says that okay, fragmented cycles is actually good for the health of democracy. Next, under IR we have another question, which is a very good statement that I read. That is, while anger is a suitable emotion, it can't be a strategy. So you have to comment with regard to India-Pakistan relationship on this particular statement. Next, under economic section, we have demonetization as usual. So smooth ride towards demonetization. Fine, we have had all those hassles till now, long lines, long queues. But now on, how can we ensure that we move on to this particular target very, very smoothly? So we'll have to look upon various sectors and various people who are impacted, right? So firstly, we know liquidity have improved in the banks, which will cause a drawback on their saving deposit rates, and this will be a big disincentive for senior citizens who depend on savings a lot. So we have to take care of them, and also we can give certain sort of exemptions under the Income Tax Act. Plus there are few sectors which are very, very cash dependent. For example, vegetable growers, brick kiln laborers, transport industry, particularly in rural India, plantations in south. So we have to take into concern their particular day-to-day transactions which are very much in cash. Other than that, we have to promote digital transactions in rural economy by promoting them in primary agriculture cooperative societies, regional rural banks and cooperative banks. Also, in context of demonetization, people are not spending, right? Particularly due to the higher denomination note, that is 2000, which is not easily available for change. Now, in that context, we have to focus on boosting consumption. And this can, by the way, only be done by promoting cashless economy. Next. So, you have to answer this particular question, which came from a very big, I would say, SBS chairman, Mrs. Arundhati Bhattacharya. She spoke about this viewpoint. So you can think upon it. What it says is, in a cash-based economy like India, because we are very much cash-tilted, is it right to disincentivize cash alongside incentivizing cashless transaction? So this is what she said about that. That is, she said that, okay, fine, we are incentivizing cashless transactions, right? But side by side, we have to disincentivize cash. Only then people will be moving towards cashless. So you can discuss upon this. Next, again we have the demonetization and how demonetization can be made more better. Furthering the topic which you did in the previous slide, if we look at urban local bodies, they can be mandated to collect taxes through online means only. Similarly, finance bill can make it compulsory for employers to pay wages, particularly for the government sector, through banking channels or through digital transactions only. And also we have to take care, just like we took care of the rural sector, we have to take care of the microfinance and SME sector, because they also depend a lot upon cash. Simultaneously, we are promoting digital transaction, internet connectivity has to be taken into account. And a very, very brilliant sort of idea which was mentioned on PIB that can be done to tackle this particular issue is every district can be adopted or allotted by a particular telecom company to improve internet connectivity there. So that's a good idea indeed. Next, efforts in energy sector overview. So hereby there will be just sort of pre-related revision points, because they are very, very small snippets, not in continuity. We'll quickly go through them. So Jharkhand became the first state to implement direct benefit transfer in kerosene. You can read about the scheme here. Next, Haryana is targeting to make the state kerosene free by 2017 in March month. Simultaneously, Delhi and Chandigarh both are UTs and both have become kerosene free cities. Next we have PEHL, which is Pratyaksh Hastantrit Labh. This is the world's largest DBT scheme and it has also been recognized in Guinness Book of World Records. Next, ethanol blending program, very important in moving towards sustainable energy. So how will the government implementing it? It will be implementing it with the help of oil marketing companies, and they will be going for blending up to a percentage of 10%. And in order to improve the availability of ethanol, government has fixed the delivery price. Also, government has allowed ethanol procurement from non-food feedstocks as well. This is something we did in PIB once back too, that is ethanol can also be produced from non-food feedstocks, and government is also promoting that. Side by side we have biodiesel program, whereby government has allowed sale of biodiesel by private manufacturers to bulk consumers such as railways, etc. Next, we have Eastern India Gas Corridor. We did it a few days before, which is known as Jagdishpur Haldia Pipeline. So this is implemented by Gas Authority of India Limited. Then we have Indian Strategic Petroleum Reserve. This is a special purpose vehicle whereby underground rock caverns would be used to store petroleum. And this is located on both east and west coast of India, namely at 3 places: Visakhapatnam, Mangalore and Padur. Then we have discovered small field policy. This is for making those fields viable which were till now not that viable. Why? Due to isolated locations, lack of technology, etc. Next, we have hydrocarbon exploration and licensing policy, which is very important help. So what is it spoken about? It is spoken about a single license for exploration of all sorts of hydrocarbon. Then open acreage policy, whereby there will be an option given to companies to select blocks without waiting for bidding. Then we have revenue sharing model. Now this is something which I leave to you to study. Earlier there was some other model, you have to check out which was the model, and now we go for revenue sharing model with its own lot of benefits, whereby more operational freedom would be given to the operator. So do check about it, it's very important. Also, pricing and marketing freedom has been given to companies. Next, we have Indian Institute of Petroleum and Energy coming up at Visakhapatnam. ONGC this year purchased 15% stake in Vankorneft, which is a subsidiary of Rosneft, that is Russian oil company. Simultaneously, government has hydrocarbon vision 2030 for northeastern companies, whereby it intends to double oil and gas production by 2030. Then we had Petrotech, which is a conference of oil and natural gas organized by Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. Next, we have Garv 2 app. This is by Ministry of Power, and this is with respect to particularly rural electrification. So data of electrification of households will be kept in this particular app. Also, we have another portal by the name of Samvad. This is to, as from the evident from the name itself, this is to enhance participation by public. So, random collections in the nuclear sector, we have LIGO India, Laser Interferometry Gravitational Observatory for gravitational waves. So, this is piloted by 2 main departments, which are Department of Atomic Energy and Department of Science and Tech. Then we have a reactor, Dhruv reactor, which is at Trombay. Why this is important? Because this very year it touched its highest ever capacity ever since it began its commissioning, ever since it was commissioned. Then we have Hall of Nuclear Power. This was in New Delhi, an exhibition, and it is Northern India's first exhibition related to nuclear power, with their theme as given. Also, we had 8th Nuclear Energy Conclave, which was organized by India Energy Forum. This was in New Delhi with the theme as given. Next, we have, these are the MCQs which we had in today morning session. So you can go through them, this one as well as the next one. So these are the MCQs for actually following this course. You can go to this course and enroll, so you can get automatic updates about the same. So that's it for today. If you find the initiative useful, do not forget to rate and review. Thank you so much.